Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. Pratiksha Umare, Head Department of Botany from Sri Shivaji College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Akola. So today we will focus on how to draw the floral diagram of the given angiospermic plant. So in that, first of all, we have to describe the given plant in a technical language. So it starts from the habit up to the fruit. But in that, the important characters which we have to study, they are from the flower. So the description of flower is very important in the description of angiospermic plant. So when you describe the flower, that is complete flower, in detail in a technical language, after that you have to draw the floral diagram of that particular flower structure. So today we will see the how to draw the floral diagram of the plant. So we will see that when you have to start drawing the floral diagram, the first thing which you have to draw is this, which is called as the mother axis. So this is the mother axis. Mother axis is nothing but the stem on which the flower is present. So this is the mother axis which we are drawing here, and from this the flower is arising. So we have to show the mother axis in the floral diagram. Without mother axis, the floral diagram is not correct. It is incorrect one. Then you all know the flower structure consists of mainly the four whorls. Four whorls, those are divided into essential and non-essential whorls. Now, the essential whorls, they consist of androecium and gynoecium. It consists of androecium and gynoecium, while the non-essential whorls consists of calyx and corolla. Now when we go for the each and every member of these whorls, androecium whorl consists of a member which is called as the stamen, while the gynoecium consists of the members which are called as the carpel. Calyx consists of the members, that is sepal, while the corolla consists of the member that is called as the petal. So in this way, the structure of flower is described. But besides this, the flower may also consist of the structure that is called as the bracteole. So we have to also describe the presence and absence of presence and absence of bracteole, and besides this, you have to also mention which type of placentation is there. So basically the floral diagram will show you how the arrangement of the different members of the different whorls they are present, and how many number of the members they are present there. Besides this, which type of classification, placentation, which type of the estivation is seen in the calyx and corolla whorl, that whole description is seen in the floral diagram. So we will see, or we will draw here the floral diagram for the family Malvaceae. So what this is generally the posterior end of the flower, and the anterior end is exactly opposite to the posterior one. Now when we will see the floral diagram, so the outermost whorl, just just now I have explained you it is calyx. But if the bracts is present, we have to draw the bract in this way. So we will draw the bract here. The bract outermost portion is the bract. Then in the family Malvaceae, so you simply draw the circle with the dotted line here to represent the position of bracteoles. Then dot the next circle with the dotted line again to show the position of calyx one. Then for the corolla one, then for the endoecium, and then in the center you have to draw the gynoecium. So this is the bract, the outermost that which is seen here, which is a foliar appendage present at the base of the flower. Then in case of the family Malvaceae, you know it consists of the bracteoles, or it is also called as the word, which is called as the epicalyx word. So nearly 6 to 7 bracteoles they are present in the family Malvaceae. So in this circular portion you draw the this is the epicalyx word I am drawing here. So 6 to 7 epicalyx they are present like this, and their epicalyx word is free from one another, so there is no need of to show its union. Then after that, in case of the family Malvaceae, there is the word calyx, and calyx in case of the Malvaceae, their number is 5. Number of them is 5. So you have to again divide this circle into the 5 parts. As the number of calyx is 5, so draw the 5 calyx like this. And here, in case of the Malvaceae family, the calyx, they are united with each other, or we can call it as the gamosepalous condition. It is called as the gamosepalous condition. So they are united with each other. So the union we have to show in this way. The valvate estivation is seen here. They are arranged end to end manner. So the estivation in case of the Malvaceae is valvate, and as they are gamosepalous, we will show here the presence of such type of loops, so that there we are showing here their union. So they are united and their number is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 sepals, they are arranged in a valvate estivation and they are gamosepalous in condition. Now next to the calyx, the next word is corolla. Now I have shown here this circle which is showing the position of petals. Now when you draw, so this is the mother axis, when you draw the calyx, you have to see the position of calyx. Is it present just opposite the mother axis or not? If it is, then you have to see the position of petals. Generally, the calyx is present at the posterior side, which is seen here in this figure, and the petals, they are alternate to the calyx one. So we have to show the number of petals, they are also 5 here. So I will show you the position of 5 petals. So this is first one, then second, then third, fourth and fifth. Now you can see here the petals, they are present exactly alternate to the sepals. So from the center of this sepal we have to start the first petal, end it with the center of this calyx, start the next petal from the center of this, end with the center of this calyx. So likewise you have to mark the position of the petals, and then you have to simply, so before that you have to also see which type of estivation is present. Estivation means arrangement. Now in case of the Malvaceae family, the estivation is twisted. Twisted means one petal is having one side of it to the interior while one is outer side. In this way, in this petal, this is outer, inner, outer, inner, outer, inner. So in this way, we have to draw the estivation in this Malvaceae family. This is the second one, one inner, one outer, one inner, one outer, one inner, one outer, again here one inner and one outer. So in this way you have to draw the outline of these petals so that you will see the exact position of these petals. Now this is the first one, this is second, third, fourth and fifth. Now after drawing this inner line of the petal, now next thing what you have to draw is only its outer part in this way. And as in case of the Malvaceae family, you all know the petals, they are free from one another, so there is no need to join them. Otherwise, if it is having the gamopetalous condition, we can show it in this way. But as in case of the Malvaceae, they are free from one another, there is no need to show the union of the petals, so the condition is polypetalous in nature. Now this is about the next word, that is the corolla word. Now inside the corolla, the third word, which is the essential word, that is the androecium. In case of family Malvaceae, you know the stamens, they are monoadelphous. Monoadelphous means they are present in a single bundle. Single bundle they are present. Now all the filaments, you know the stamen each stamen consists of the anther lobe and the filament. So this is anther lobe and this is the filament. So number of such type of anthers, they unite with each other. The filaments of this, they unite with each other and they form a tube-like structure which is known as the staminal tube. So that type of tube is seen. So we will show the structure of the staminal tube like this, because we are showing the transverse section of the flower. We are showing the transverse section of the flower. So in the transverse section, the staminal tube will look like a circular part. And on this staminal tube, the stamens, they are present. Now the stamens, they are present many in number. So we will, and each stamen consists of the filament and the anther. The anthers in case of the Malvaceae family, they are monothecous and they are kidney shaped in structure like this. Their structure is like this. When you cut it transversely, you will see the structure of this anther lobe in this way. It will look like this. So number of stamens they are present. So we will see here the staminal tube is present, and on this staminal tube the number of anther lobes, they are coming out from that. So we are showing this androecium wall. After the androecium wall, in the center there is the presence of central wall, that is the gynoecium. Now when go for the gynoecium, you all know the gynoecium consists of the three parts. Gynoecium consists of three parts, that is ovary, style and stigma. So this is ovary, style and stigma. In this case, in case of the family Malvaceae, at the tip of the flower, you have seen there is the presence of 5 filamentous structure like this. 5 filamentous structures they are present like this, and on the each filamentous structure, which are red in color, there is a presence of such type of capitate structure, that is nothing but the stigma. Now here, in case of the gynoecium of Malvaceae, carpel number is 5. As all these tips they are 5 in number, the number of carpel is 5, but it is united. It is free only at the tip of the style, but it is united in the rest of the part of the gynoecium, and it forms a single style and single ovary due to the fusion. So it undergoes the fusion. So this ovary is single here and the style is single, but the stigmas they get separated from one another. And to confirm the number of carpels, when we cut the transverse section of the ovary, we will see that in the ovary the placentation is having the 5 locules. The number of locules they are 5. So this is the ovary wall in transverse section, and then there are 5 locules which are present in this way. So this confirms that the number of carpels present here, they are 5 in number, as the locule number is 5, and in each locule there are presence of number of ovules, and the placentation here in case of the Malvaceae is exiled, as they are all the ovules they are arising from the center of this ovary. So the placentation is exiled and the number of locules is 5. So the ovary or the gynoecium here, in this case it is pentacarpellary syncarpus with exiled placentation. Its placentation is exiled. So in this way, this is the complete floral diagram of the family Malvaceae. Now from the floral diagram, you have to write the floral formula. Now we will see how to write the floral formula in case of the family Malvaceae. So you should know how the abbreviations they are used for the different walls, because from this floral diagram you have to write the floral formula, and formula is the concise description of the floral diagram and the floral structure. So in that you have to write it in the form of abbreviations or some signs. So first of all I will explain you this diagram. So this is the mother axis, posterior side, anterior side, then the outer wall is of bracteole, below that there is a bract which is present here, and then this wall is of calyx, this wall is corolla consisting the 5 number of petals, this wall is of androecium, then in the center there is the presence of wall which is called as the gynoecium, and these are the bracteoles or the epicalyx, and this is the bract. So when we have to write its floral formula, we will see which type of abbreviations they are used for each. For calyx we use the abbreviation K. For corolla, we use the abbreviation C. For androecium, we will use A later. Then for gynoecium, we will write G. For bracteole, we will write BRL. For bract, we will write BR. So these are the various abbreviations which are seen here in this word. Besides this, you have to also mention about its nature, that is it regular or irregular, that is actinomorphic or zygomorphic, is it complete or incomplete, is it bisexual or unisexual. All these terminologies you have to mention in the structure of flower when you have to describe the flower. So in that, the first important thing is you have to mention, is it regular or irregular, or we can say is it actinomorphic or zygomorphic. So in that, you should know what is the meaning of actinomorphic. So in case of the actinomorphic flower, when you cut the flower in a one diagonal plane and both the parts, this part as well as this part of the flower is symmetrical to one another or identical to one another, then that flower is known as actinomorphic flower. That flower is known as actinomorphic flower, and it is shown in this way. It is shown by this sign. This is the actinomorphic flower sign. On the contrary, if when we divide the flower in a diagonal plane and both the sides, they are not identical to one another, they are not symmetrical to one another, they are asymmetrical, that flower is called as zygomorphic flower. They are zygomorphic flower, and we will show the zygomorphic flower by this sign, actinomorphic with this sign and zygomorphic with this sign. So this is important to know to write the floral diagram. So after that, when both gynoecium and androecium whorls, they are present in the flower, that flower is known as bisexual flower. So you know the abbreviation for the female is like this, abbreviation for male is like this. When it is bisexual, means it has the sign like this. So this is the bisexual flower in which both the sex organs, that is the androecium and gynoecium, they are present. So we will show it in this way. So bisexual, then actinomorphic, zygomorphic, all these terminologies you should know and you have to write it in the floral formula. So now we will go for writing the floral formula. We will write the floral formula for this particular floral diagram. So we will start it with the, is it consists of the bract, it consists of the bract, then bracteoles, the number varies from 6 to 7, then it is actinomorphic, then having both the whorls androecium and gynoecium, so we will write it bisexual, then calyx whorl, that is the sepals, they are 5 in number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they are 5 in number, so calyx 5, corolla, petal whorl consists of the 5, as the calyx they are gamosepalous, we have to show it with the bracket on it. Then corolla, 5 petals are present. Then androecium, they are many in number. So as they are many in number, we will show it with the sign like this, that is infinity. And as they are united with each other, they are present in a bundle, they are monoadelphous in condition, we will show it with this bracket, and as they are attached to the petals, we will show the union in this way. That is called as the adhesion. And then finally, the next word is gynoecium. Gynoecium is having 5 carpels. They are syncarpous and their nature is superior. So we will show it in this way. So this is the floral formula. How you have to write in case of the Malvaceae, that is bract, bracteole, actinomorphic, bisexual, K5, C5, A infinite, gynoecium, that is G5, then it is syncarpus, superior, and here we are also showing its adhesion. So with this we have completed the diagram, how to draw the diagram, floral diagram, and how to draw the floral formula. So thank you once again.